Have you ever considered how the hell someone, or me on my streams, is achieving only one estate holding his Crownland? So in this case, 95% of the Crownland in the hands of the nobility, which thanks to a privilege is giving 95% of max manpower. Hello, this is Zlewikk, I'm doing EU4 content and today I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So in general there are two ways to do that, and I'll focus first on the way that I'm usually doing on my multiplayer streams. So generally until you're around 1550, 1560, before you get the universities, you're going to not care much about this and just keep signing the titles in order to build up your nation and have money from that. Through the time, as your mana generation is going to increase and your amount of the dev cost bonuses is going to also increase and get the universities, you'll be naturally increasing your Crownland thanks to just deving your provinces. How that works? So in general, according to Wiki, you should be getting 0.2 Crownland for each of your dev clicks, which is not true, and probably that was supposed to be like that, or Paradox just did it secretly without telling us, but in general the equation is like that. It's 0.2 minus total influence of the estates that do not control land divided by total influence of all of the estates. I know it sounds very complicated, but in a nutshell, you need all of your estates to hold the land in your Crownland in order to get 0.2 Crownland per click. And what is also funny, how it is going to be spread, so how much it is going to decrease in each of the states, it's not depending on how much land they hold. It's depending actually on the influence, so the more influence they have, the less Crownland they are going to lose with each of the dev clicks. And here I would like to thank Jarvin for helping me figure this out. He's a creator of the Scanderbeg, so you should definitely check his tool as well. Now that you know how it works, so once you reach universities and you're going to dev a lot, you're going to stop selling the titles and start seizing the land. So thanks to this, just in a couple of decades, you are going to achieve max of the Crownland. And once you get there, so the moment when you have around 95 to 100% of the Crownland, all you have to do is to wait for a moment when your nobility is going to have more loyalty than influence. So in this way you'll be able to cancel a privilege, and the privilege that you would like to cancel is past 1 mil points. Once you cancel it, you're going to retake it immediately, which is going to give 10% of the Crownland straight to the nobility. And once you do that, you have just to sell the titles and give them another 10% or a little bit less depending if other estates have land. So this way they are right now your dominant estate in the country. After that, you have just to repeat both of the steps. Once they have more loyalty, cancel the privilege, take again. Once you can sell the titles, sell the titles. And you're going to do that until your nobility is going to reach whatever number you'd like to in your country. This is the first way, and that's the way that I'm always doing on my streams and runs, but it can be done a little bit differently. I've seen some people doing that. So the second way, you're starting to focus on that since day one. And what you're doing, you're cancelling and taking the privilege in the occasions where you can do that and you have Crownland for that. So this way, slowly you're going to increase the Crownland share compared to other estates, and once it is dominant, you're going to also start selling the titles to get the dominance even higher. And through the time, the other estates are just going to keep losing the Crownland share, as they should have lower influence than the nobility, and you just get rid of them and they will vanish for the time. So now at the end you might have a question, why would I use that and when should I use that? So there are two cases where I definitely recommend doing that. First of them is of course multiplayer, where absoluteness is not as important as most of the privileges, and especially this manpower bonus, and manpower is the key value over there. Second case when I would recommend doing that is of course stall gameplay, when you're playing a small nation you want to make as strong as possible, like for example small brush out of average development and manpower on top of the quality. What about the wide gameplay? So in the wide gameplay I would generally not recommend that, but you can consider giving some percentage of the lands to your nobility, like 20% or 40%, just to keep also high absolutes while getting this very nice bonus, because this might be hundreds of thousands of manpower difference. So yes guys, I promise a short guide. That's it. If you like this, remember to leave a like and comment, and of course subscribe to the channel to get more great EU4 content. And for today, thank you so much for watching. You can leave on comments any suggestions on the guys you would like to get, and I will see you soon on another video.